get to do work. PPK, first kill, taking down John. You go to work. Saradin's still pulling it back. It's even numbers.
Where the fuck are the infantry going?
They're right here, they're right here, they're right here. We gotta push now, push now, push now.
Oh, go now, go now, go.
Getting shots, not cool. Oh, so they do. That's...
John, we got this. John!
I would let you fuck them.
Whoa!
Hello and welcome to Week 2, Match 2 of Warband 2025 Fantasy League. Getting our teams warmed up here. Today we have Blue Bloods versus Old. Sort of, you could say, bottom bracket of our preseason thing we're doing here. Sort of gaining our seeds. Some minor adjustments. I haven't adjusted the teams yet. We've got some people not showing, might have some fill-ins. Sort of changes as we go. Looks like should be ready pretty soon. The players are here. Shouldn't be too much longer. A couple minutes. I'm gonna break to intermission here, and then we'll cut back when we're getting ready to get into the match. Okay. Final player has arrived. We are on the map, waiting for it to go live in any minute here. Just want to go over this with you guys. Same maps and factions as Friday. We've got Reverend Village, then Verlorn. Strangely enough, last week, or I'm sorry, on Friday, it was really close. For some reason, it was Nord-sided. I believe going 3-1 or 3-2 and then 3-0. Very strange first map. Historically, the Nords actually have been really good here. Possibly just Jav-Cav stuff going on, you never know, but as we get into map here, I think we're live. I'm not sure what we're waiting for. I thought I timed it pretty well, but I guess not. Let's go back here. So one thing to note is I think these teams fought before. They did sort of a pickup, kind of cobbled together, but I believe Blue Bloods won. Ultimately, even these matches that we've been seeing have not been a true reflection of what these teams are going to be like in the finals, as during these matches, every team is forced to sub in every player. And for the finals, I believe they won't have to. So we're going to see true power levels come into play. We're going to really see who's top dog here. So it's kind of nice for some of the weaker players to get some experience, but when it comes down to it, it will be as sweaty as it gets. Should be starting. Not sure what we're waiting for. Just I was gonna say a couple things and get into it, but I guess we're stalling. You can watch Marquis corpse kicking somebody. Pretty good matchup. I like the Rodok Nord matchup. It's kind of fun. Get a little tired of seeing Swads and Vagers here. It's good to see some closed map teams. I guess you could argue otherwise for Rodoks being closed map, but with their cleavers, I see them as closed map. Player we were waiting on was James Bunyan here. He's here. I'm not sure what the delay is for. For those of you that don't know, Marquis and Ebb are sort of best buddies, so it's sort of a battle of the brothers here. Marquis calling that he's ready. See if we get a reply from Abdanian. There's the re. No call that it's live yet. Must be. Can anticipate that it is. Nord's coming in a little bit late. They get their drops done. Pretty expected setup from both. Actually, I say that. Rodok's going 3 crossbows is pretty brazen. It's a bit, man, it's a bit much. And it's a crazy crossfire. Oh, they forgot to set the timer properly. Okay. I knew it. There's always something. Can't get it right. Okay, so I'll just say that back to you again. We'll pretend it didn't happen. Reset this. Let's see, drops still slow again. Yeah, a little bit delayed. You see, not going to Cubby for the Nords. They're going Church. I think I prefer that. I kind of like it. Rodoks are not going open, so why should they go open? They should play Graveyard. It's smart. They don't know their comp yet. They don't know that they have 3 crossbows. So they will be slower in rotation. Not as much presence on flag. And it is open flag this time. So both teams running over. Rodok's through their spawn. Nord's through mid. Rodok's going to be way quicker. Let's see, run in. Looks like all the crossbows go into rock. Which I kind of like. I guess they're anticipating getting pushed through their spawn, so might as well pull all the way out. Dusty going to flag. Gonna start raising it, applying some pressure. Big spread out Nord team. So pushing up, seeing if some of these crossbows working on a crossfire. IDK rotating really far. If he gets all the way to Cubby, that's probably the best thing for him. That is a crazy crossfire, but looks like they are... The Nords are going to push through rock. And Rodok's staying power is just not there. They're going to pull out. They don't want the fight. Dope Smoker looking for a cheap kill. Oh, looks like Mog recently got back to the pickups. Got dismounted. Finished. Marquis, no mercy on the poor guy just returning. Kind of a concentrated push to get the crossbows out of here, actually. Looks like IDK. He's Blackbard and he goes down to Abdanian. Cheese Ninja goes down. Cedric's here. He's just returning as well, and he's trying to support his push here, trying to support his cav. But he's Blackbard. Burgundy goes down. Abelard trying to hang on. The inf push did fail. He's the last one. Blackbard, he goes down. It's a good hold and counter push by the Rodoks there. Just kiting, getting shots off, getting some kills. Poor James Bunyan at the rock here. He's going to get swarmed by Cav. Jav's coming in. He's just going to get bullied. Ambitious push by, oh, gets one for his troubles. Well not. Gotta respect the Nord Archer. If he can just save and live, that's really good for him. Might get shot though. John looking for, yep, gets his headshot. As John does. Right before the round resets as well. Ambitious push by the Nords there. I kind of liked it, but just really good. Falling back and kiting by the crossbows there with some cav support. Pretty cohesive. Just started picking them apart. It wasn't really close. So they got some nice gold from that round. Not seeing a whole lot of gear yet. Some saving. Potesti got his nice helmet. Unfortunately for the Rodoks, their buying is really poor. They have to get a lot of money to get that next armor. Get a church flag here. Nord's anticipating it. It was open. Safe to push over here. They're on flag first. 3-inf. I believe they have their archer around the corner here. There he is. Looking for Cav. Crossbows looking for foot shots on the Nord infantry here. Testy pushing by himself, looking to turn the corner a little bit. Maybe just getting some eyes, just watching. Some Cav dueling going on in mid here. Hemp gets dismounted and finished. Nice cleanup by Marquis. Little trade back for Abdanian, and then Burgundy goes down. He's back and forth here. Crossbow support in the middle. Lots of damage done. Mog going in looking for a couch, misses. NASA spacing. Jesse just trying to stay up here in 1v2, getting some cav support. But pressure's on. Crossbow pushed around through graveyard. It's gonna go get in melee with the Nord Archer. Cedric's goes down. Jesse doing a good job just buying time here. Oh, he's half health now. And he gets his revenge. Oh no, IDK actually gets it on Mog. Coming in with the assist. James Bunyan, Cheese Ninja, Abelard, all going down. NASA with the double kill. Good cav work, good team play. Just staying alive. Really good job by Potesti. Lots of value there. Just keeping two players tied down. Staying off the cav. Just a great job. Assisted in that kill on Mog. It's nicely done. It's not looking good Blue Bloods here. Or for Old Seer, I'm sorry. They just need to, I don't know if they need to get a more concise push like they're doing here. I respect the aggression, but it isn't working. See, Marquis and NASA both have war horses. That's going to be hard to deal with. Ebb goes down. The NASA, it's already swinging the other way. Potesti goes down, but Mog goes down, so they're still up. Big crash back here. Infantry fighting on the fence, trying to stay up. The archer goes down. John goes down. Cheese goes down. Burgundy, the double kill. That's very smooth. Hemp gets headshot from Alice. Where is he at? Way back there at 3 houses. And it's just sort of a cleanup on the Nord infantry here. They're Blackbard. He goes down. Cedric's. It's too much pressure. The Cav doing great work. Crossbows free firing every round. IDK with a nice double kill there. Just stat padding. That is a quick 3-0 for Blue Bloods. NASA with a top frag there. 7-0. Got to do something about that. The Cav was way more than they could deal with. The Old roster, when they were picking their teams, Old went with a ton of infantry. So this is probably the worst map for them. So getting 3-0'd may be a bit expected. Marquis has some good Cav here. And man, it showed. Just a good team overall. He's got good crossbows. But we'll see. Probably not going to go 3 archers. That'd be kind of crazy for Nords. As they figure out their comp here. Bit of a mental reset, some coaching from Abdanian, no doubt coming in. Trying to figure out what he's going to do about getting 3-0'd there. He's got to make a comeback. That's a bad start. 2 maps, there's still time to come back and win it. But it's grim. Have a longer reset here. Pretty experienced captains, Marquis and Abdanian. Figured they'd have their comps and drops all figured out. Rodox and Nords aren't very complicated. Pretty easy to get set. Hemp warming up his crossbow.
It's almost harvesting season.
But big plays by mostly, I forgot who else. I know NASA was top 7-0, which is just insane. Just completely unchecked. Of course, they got armor, and there's nothing they could do about it, but they have to figure out some way to deal with the cavalry, because it's going to be another problem here. They're going to have jabs. It's going to be really annoying. The light armor of the Nords, the Nord Cav, it's going to be maybe put it in their favor a little bit, but we'll see. If they live and they start getting armor, then it's just going to be a nightmare getting jabbed and then tanky Cav. It's going to be a problem, but we'll see. Ebb's team is not a great archer lineup. They've got some flex players. They can make it work, but they're not going to have nearly the same level of crossfire that the Marquis had. It won't be close. So we'll see. Should be getting this going soon. I'm not sure what we're waiting on. Having some slow resets today. Not sure what's going on. Ebb getting a little headshot here. Get your team ready. What are we waiting on? We'll see if there's a change in tactics here. Not sure if, I mean, sort of the strength of... Oh, Marquis calling ready. Let's see if we can get Ebb ready. Sort of the strength of Old here is their inf, as I mentioned before. And really tried to make it work, but I almost wonder if they should have done some practice before this match. Get some spear infing, get some group fighting in, get some cohesion. Because they really need that to stand up to that cav from Blue Bloods. We'll see. I think this is a relive. It's looking like it to me. I'm seeing drops. Both teams going open, I think. Let's see. Okay, so Cubby and open. Fairly default here. Going church a lot is a bit unusual. So playing open here is nice. Let's see. So 2 crossbows set up for Old. Ebdanian is going to be calling and shooting, so gonna be some difficulty there. It looks like they're sitting Baiunos, which is their main archer. So maybe saving him for map 2. And we do get a flag in mid. Not a lot of reaction here from the Nords. They're just sort of waiting. Maybe they're gonna cut. Oh, they're gonna cut him off. There they goes. They want. Okay, so they want the infight here. It's a bit out in the open, but they can play off the fence. They can play off the wall. Some ambitious cav plays. They crash in. Log goes down. He's staying up. Flailing. And with a double kill. Mog with... Just flailing around, putting in work for his team. That's all the pressure they needed. Nicely done. That was a... Okay, somehow the Nords are losing their infights. I don't get it. Maybe it's just the Roadhog Cav are just that good. Maybe it's the crossbows. Who knows? But that was a cleanup. And I was laughing too much at Mog for for his troll weapons. But it's good to have him back. He's been gone for a while. Alice, last one alive, just trying to save. Or this might be Lagstro, I'm not sure. They say they share the same name, just to make it confusing for me. But it was a good cleanup by the Rodox there. So we'll see if we get a double 3-0 Rodox sighted. That would be like the last thing I would have called or expected. First round drops. Pretty quick, efficient. So the flag can be open or can be church. Nords are thinking church. Rodox are thinking open. Pretty safe bet. Getting out here and getting a spread early on is really good for them. They need to be ready to hightail it if it's church. It's a long way. It's a big map. Cheese and Cedric's already standing where flag is going to supposedly spawn, but it doesn't. It spawns church, and they've got to hightail it all the way back. They're running. I think I saw a cav dismounting. Looks like it's Dane. Getting flag up. Waiting for 1st Infantry to take over the job. There they go. There goes the swap. Marquis and Thorg gonna try to hold it down. Got their spears out. Podesti over at rock here, looking for angles. No archers. So it's going to be interesting. The sheer amount of jabs available is going to be a lot to deal with. See if they can get shutdowns. Actually, it's Cedric's getting the first jab hit. AE tries to crash in. No good there. Flagless getting dismounted. Mog finished off. Just a big messy calf crash here. Has to jump in the fence trying to get back over. Trying to assist. Cedric's starting to stay alive. And he gets hit in the back. Cav getting stopped. Shots getting off. Abdanian back in the corner. Getting pushed by the enemy captain Marquis. Getting jabbed for his trouble. Cedric's trying to stay up. Trying to get jabs off. Abdanian, I missed it. Nice shot, headshot on NASA there. Evening up, turning it into a 1v2, and he gets jabbed. Really, really close jab. Almost TK'd Marquis there. They get a nice assist, and it was a nice counter push. Really good cav work by Blue Bloods there. Bring it back. Good headshots. Really good jabs. Really good jabs. Sort of even the fight up for them. Inf did a good job staying alive. Marquis pushing the crossbow. Pretty good teamwork there. But the pressure was on. They had flag. It was going up, so Rodux had to, didn't have time to shoot. Crossbows usually need some amount of time to get shots off. That long reload. But the damage can be there if they're given time. Both teams playing open. Very quick drops. Already out there. Rodux at the rock. Nord's pushed up. It's a 3v2 in fight. Let's see if they engage. And the Rodux won it. Outnumbered. They're hoping on the cav crash to save the day here. Cedrix gets kick slashed. He almost gets down. Those axes hit hard. Cheese Ninja going down. Mog just flailing. No damage there. They're getting cleaned up. It's a very north-sided here. Abdanian at the rock, trying to get shots off, trying to help his team. No good. Just getting pressured. Wow. Headshots coming in from the jabs here. And it's just a completely one-sided massacre. Nobody died for Blue Bloods there. There's going to be armor going around and drops being picked up. Huge push there. A little too ambitious for the Rodux. They just pushed in. And the infight was not something they wanted. They should have just kept out of it. Ultimately, the cav support was much better from the Nords. Tons of jabs just coming in, just miserable. Do anything, you get jabbed. See these teams set up here. Pretty quick drops, quicker than what we were seeing on Friday. Getting out here. See the Nords, lots of armor here. You can see Potesti there. Got that Hauberk. We get a middle flag spawn, so Nords in great position here. No archers, no reason to capitalize on this wall and graveyard. See the Rodux already on flag. Got a couple spots here. We've got Ebb set up here. It's a good spot, a little exposed. Might get jabbed. Some cav dueling in the back. AE goes down to Ruthven. Jabs coming in. Cedrix eats one. Gets bump lanced. Cheese Ninja gets headshot. Just jabs coming in. Finding heads constantly. Cedrix goes down. Marquis with a nice double kill there. Finding good value and leading his team. Hemp completely outnumbered here. Doesn't matter. Finds a kill. Disregarding the cav. Burgundy coming in trying to help. Hemp goes down to Dane. Mog goes down. It's looking a little bit irredeemable here at this point. Just 2 cav left. Ruthven. Ron Burgundy just trying to do something. They can't get anything done. Dope Smoker with a nice double kill. Representing Poland. Well played. It was a great start from Old there. It looked like they were going to be well in it, but man, came down to it. Blue Bloods just brought it right back. So that comes down to 6-1 first map. And that is quite the mountain to climb here. If they want to win, they have to win every single round from here on out. Every round. And if they want to tie, they can only lose one. Which is pretty grim. That's quite the mountain to climb. That being said, this is sort of a mixed map. You could argue closed, maybe. Some good routes for Cav to go through, so I would say mixed. Nids and Swads. I'm not sure that there's a faction benefit here. If there ever was one, it was going to be Nords. It didn't go well for the Imp-heavy team of Abdanian. We'll see. Maybe they can make it work. Maybe the positioning, maybe the map is just everything they need here. Maybe they can bring it back. Saw some pretty incredible comebacks on Friday. It is possible. See the teams getting warmed up here. Figuring out their drops. Again, not too complicated. Usually just Fakers is the only complicated faction for drops. These should be pretty straightforward. Figuring out their subs, no doubt. But I reckon they are going to need a little bit of time. It's been kind of slow getting ready today, so I'm going to just break the intermission, give them some time, and then I'll cut back when we're ready for some action. Okay, here we go. Both teams are ready as we re-in live. SWAT's getting top spawn here. Oh, not live. Okay. I was wondering. Makes sense. Here we go. Suppose they messed up their drops. Wasn't clear. Okay, here we go. Map 2. SWAT's Vagars, Old Blue Bloods. Pretty standard balcony setup here. As Saranids go brew. Also pretty standard. Gets. Oh man, I just saw that out of the corner. Ryan just not ready. Gets domed by Abdanian. That's a nice early pick. And the Blue Bloods are calling for a restart. So now with that headshot machine waiting at balcony here, they have to push into the fire and go stand on flag. Try to get their own 2 archers to rotate here, John and IDK. Last time John played, showed pretty incredible shots. We'll see if he can mimic that. Danian pushing down the stairs, Dread pushing over up top, good crossfire, and the Imps just push in. No hesitation, Dread with a nice headshot. Cedrix goes down, nice cav crash coming in. Let's see if the Swadians here can get some value. Fighting off the wall here, trying to keep the cav off. Hemp goes down. And no value there, Ruthven goes down, gets axed. Abelard fighting in the stables here, it's no good, it's a 1v2, he goes down. Burgundy, he's low, he's trying to step, see if he can get a pick. No good, John shrugs it off. They have the crossfire of the crossbows. Matters little now. Abdanian doesn't want Dread to get any kills, so he TKs him. Can get headshots on both enemies and teammates as he is in a 1v5 now. He just gets bullied, he's gonna go down. And Ron Burgundy, Black Bard, dives in to die with him. Had some promising, maybe a little bit of a morale debuff from getting that early headshot. A bit scary, but couldn't make anything of it. you know, on paper, Ebb having the stronger inf team, but it seems that in practice, it's not working, these pushes. I think it favors them more to play to the strengths of the factions. Pushing into a crossfire with John in it is pretty dangerous, as the as Ebb's team here is chopping some cheese in support for their teammate, who I believe is sitting. Cheese Ninja is sitting out. No doubt the frustration of the teammates there, always wanting that guy on the field, because he just puts his shield up and doesn't die. He's a roach. So Serenid push through tower here. Couple going with semi-drops, couple going with axes. Nice front line there. They push in, feeling pretty confident. Liking the Serenid Inf matchup versus Swatians. Just have to worry about this crossfire here. It's a little scary. Have IDK split pushing. He gets a nice headshot on Dread. Steps into it. And then setting it off. The Inf push and the Cav crash on the other side. IDK working around, getting pushed by Ebb. And it's a bit of a wash. This Serenid's doing great work here. NASA and Marquis with a double kill. Burgundy still up. He takes a shot to the chest as he tries to push John. And then he gets finished off by John. Serenid rate of fire coming in handy there. Little TK at the end there on NASA. But, man, that guy's having one heck of a match today. Both maps. Let's see where he gets here. I believe the first set he did, he got 7-0. So he's on... I think he's on a roll here. He's going to probably be higher than that. Although he does have the one death. But just to a TK, so... That guy's quite the pick. A little underrated going into the tournament. We see a double brew push here. Just sort of waiting on flag. Spawn market, so this time it goes in the nid spawn. So we're gonna S key and get out of there. So I see some very, very heavy armor here. If I can cycle to it. Of course, John gets it. Not too hard for an archer to get heavy armor. They tend to stay up. But Marquis looking really, really tanky. He's got his bamboo spear out. He's not afraid of anything. Shows us back to the crossbow. No problem. And he's like, okay, we're going to get crossfired here. We're just going to go in. IDK in the background. He's got to survive against Burgundy. Ryan coming in. Gets immediately headshot. No help there. He's a Bannerlord player. Nice shot by Dread there, assisting his team. They're trying to push the Serenid's back. It's a 2v2 fight here. Ebb coming in. Just trying to help. Oh, Hemp TK's Bionos. It's close. The Nids are... Okay, they have the inf advantage. The SWATs have the Cav advantage. Now it's a 2v2 here. John in the corner. Nice shot there. He's getting pressured. Got his sit on Ebdanian here. Dread's going to come in and try to help. Yeah, quick kill for John there. It's no problem at all. So he just has to win the 1v1 against Dread. Dread with 200 ping. It's not going to happen. He's going to try his best, but... Oh, he gets a hit on... It's possible. He can win. He can win. He can overcome the ping. He's from Australia. Is basically the moon. He has no idea what's going on the server. And he tried his best. He couldn't get it. Good clutch up by John. Nice shots there. Dread. Hey, he pulled his weight. Even with the ping. Almost clutched up there. Got some damage off. But ultimately, it's a 3-0. And... It happened earlier, but... That's it. That's match for Blue Bloods there. They're just going to see how crazy they can get their score. I believe there is, for the tournament, an aggregate of total rounds won that decides seeding. I'm not sure about that. So they're pretty much just stat padding at this point. Seeing a lot of heart, a lot of teamwork from from old, but the mechanical skill is not there, not against a team like Blue Bloods. Got some serious mechanical ability there. NASA just really showing up big time. I was not expecting him to be top fragging so much. Was expecting some work to be put in, but man, what a value pick. This team's figure out their roster swaps here. Getting in some different players. Figuring out their comp, getting their drops ready. Shouldn't be too long here. Looks like Old's keeping Dread in. Saw some really good effort. He didn't play much or at all the first map, I don't think, so he should be in for the entire thing. Despite the ping, doing pretty good. Really helping his team. Cheese Ninja's back in, so there they go. Morale is up, despite already losing. See if my scoreboard is updated here. Here it is. Man, that's grim. That is really grim. 1 point. That's rough. Total score hasn't been updated. Obviously, it's 9. But man, rough match. That being said, it is the preseason. It's just a side seeding. They can definitely, you know, buck up and get some practice in, pull something off. At the end of the day, they have some really good inf. They can potentially make something happen. But for them, this is just practice. Looks like we are ready to go here. A little indecisive. Probably should go Brew. Abelard. There we go. He's coming back. It's going Brew. Swadia. It looks like we're seeing a re here, but I'm assuming we're going to have the same setup anyways. IDK getting on balcony there. Looking to find a headshot of his own. As the Saranids push through Brew here. Probably going to be a half push. They might wait. They don't know if the flag is going to be in their spawn. They want to be able to make it back before the Swadians can get through and take their flag. Gotta be careful here. Okay, so it is a market spawn. So we'll see how they push this. If they do a one-sided push or a split push. Now the split worked very well for Blue Bloods when they pushed market here. IDK came around the side, got a nice headshot. We'll see if they want to mimic that. They want to do their own thing, get a big inf ball. Oh, it is a split push. Dread is a bit late. He's waiting. He's hiding. He's not wanting to expose himself and go down. So the inf is pushing in. Trying to make something happen. Trying to be distracted. AE just standing in the back there shooting. Ebb takes out Marquis. That's a big kill. Hemp goes down. Good all pike action here. And it's not enough. Flagless goes down. Cheese Ninja cleaning up back here. Swinging his axe. It's close. It's a 3v5. See what IDK is. He's getting some damage off. See if he can do something. A TK, and then Abdanian finishes up with a double kill, but he's Blackbard. It's a 4v2, but the HP for the Saranids is very low. It's a Cav and an Inf up. It's NASA and Dane. They were given a 1v2 back here, and they get it. Valar goes down. The Sarenids pull back to flag. This is not over yet. It's a 3v2. Dane has 0.01 HP. But he's Cav and he's on a Hunter, so there's something there. NASA pushing in. Just pure W key. He's going to try to make something happen here. He's going to spin and swing. Dane comes in. Finds an opening. Gets a kill. Rufin coming in. Gets finished by Dane. It's going to be a clutch Dread trying to hold on again in the situation. Trying to hold on for his team and get something. But it's not enough. He gets a glance, I believe. And NASA just swinging. Just goes in and cleans up. And he's just stat padding. I only got 1 kill, but man, the damage was good. Dane getting lots of kill steals there. Getting set up perfectly by his team. It was almost looking really good. It was a 3v5 at one point in favor of the Sarenids, and they lost it. Pretty grim. TK getting separated. Almost had a win there. So we see another brew push here. First round drops for them. Total reset. Let's see what they do here. Crossbows looking for foot shots. They do get flagged, so they should probably stand on it pretty quickly. Cheese Ninja doing his job, strafing. Getting that flag up. And the Swatians do not care. They're going to push in. NASA looking pretty tanky there. He's going to be pretty dangerous. I did see Ebb sneaking up the stairs there. He's going to try to get a kill on Eddie K on the back. Nope, he just takes some damage and gets finished. It was no good. Trying to make a play. It doesn't pay off. Rufin and Ebb go down. Dragonborn goes down. And there it goes. Couple TKs. Just kind of not caring at this point, I think. And it's just a bit of cleanup. Lagless. Getting a couple kills in there. Valar in the corner. Not much he could do. Gets finished off. And I believe these teams are just going through the motions at this point. Trying some stuff, but ultimately it is over. Just playing for the enjoyment of the game. And we're seeing some heavy stuff here. Here it is, 2 heavy cav on the field. Pretty unusual. Saw it both maps, but just shows how dominant Blue Bloods have been here. And we see a YOLO. Sarenid push through tower, they don't care. It's over, Dane comes in, gets a free shot. Dragonborn getting pushed out, he gets hit. Abelard trying to get a 1v1 here. Nice pick. AE and Dread are down. Cedric's down here, he's getting beat up in a corner here. Getting bullied. Zalone Hemp jumps down to try to do something. Ebb goes down back there. Finished off by Dane. Rufin coming in. Trying to do something. Some trading back and forth. Numbers are pretty close. It's a 4v5. Dragonborn actually might go down here. He's got a meme sword out. I believe it's a bastard sword. There we go. Rufin misses his block. Gotta respect the bastard sword play. Little glancing shot from Cheese there. Gets a stab. Getting the kill. It's over. He's top fragging, but it's too late. Just having some fun here. Ryan getting fed a couple kills. That's that. That was over pretty quickly. I was expecting to sit here for an hour and a half. But Blue Blood saved me some time. GG's, everybody. Everybody, thank you for watching. Thank you for the follows. Had a couple of those. But, yeah. Really not close. So, we'll see if they can make some adjustments. They'll, I believe, have another game next week. I think it's still preseason. So, not a whole lot of pressure yet, but hopefully they get some practice in. They can make it even. Really looking forward to the next rematch of TK and NK. You can see there's a video on my channel from Friday Super, super close. Came down to the last round, and the last round was close. So it was a really good match. So that's it for me. Thanks for being here, everybody, and I'll catch you later.